Alright, here's a beginner's tutorial for bridge blocks. First, we need to learn how to craft one. And for this, all you need is one piece of redstone dust and 4 pieces of iron. Put the redstone down here in the corner, and then you take the iron bars here and arrange them like so. And now we have a bridge block, which looks like bricks actually. Try not to get confused. Okay, so how do they work? Well, the basic functionality is you place one down. Again, it looks just like bricks. And can't really do much with it until you right-click on it. And this gives us the chest interface. In the upper left, we put one block for now. And when you do that, you double left-click on the bricks. It turns into a solid block. Powering it just puts one block above it for now. If you don't have any other bridge blocks across from it, either horizontally or vertically, it won't do anything other than this. This is the basic floodgate functionality of the block. But let's destroy this one. Let's make another one. This time, let's put in 3 of these. And let's convert it into the actual bridge block. And you'll notice if we give it power again, it still only has 1 above it, even though we put 3 in there. That's how the floodgates will always work. But if we have 3 spaces in between and place another one, this one we don't need to put anything in since we're not powering it. When we activate, the 3 blocks from the one on the left span the gap, creating a bridge. Now if we put something between them, you'll see it breaks that. It can't detect the other block, so it reverts back to the floodgate. Removing it will make it work again. But if you want to have a bridge that doesn't have air between it when it's deactivated, you can do this. Let's put 3 more stone back in there. Then let's put 3 glass right here. Now when we convert it, you can see it's deactivated and it has the 3 glass between it, but activating it turns it into stone. This would be useful for windows and things. Then you'll notice if you destroy this block here, it will actually get rid of those blocks and give whatever you had inside the chest back to you. If you want to change the texture of the bridge block itself, you can actually go in and put some blocks here. You only need 1 for these slots. And now if we double left click, it changes the texture. If we power it, we can actually toggle that power and toggle the textures back and forth. This can be useful in some instances. You don't have to use bridge material to span any spaces between 2 bridge blocks at all if you want. Now a common problem is not having the redstone plugged into the block correctly. I'll show you. Now this right here works, obviously. But a common problem is people will put redstone like this and give it power, and you can see that isn't going into the block. It's kind of going parallel. That's why it's not working. So if we put some more here and make it so it goes direct, you'll see it works. Just something to keep in mind. Don't necessarily blame the mod if you don't have it set up correctly. Alright, one of the coolest things you can do with this is making these skylights. I've kind of set up a basic structure for it right here. This one's going to be pretty low, but this will allow me to make it a lot quicker. I don't want to waste your time. Alright, so here, all these bricks that you see here are all bridge blocks with nothing in them. Right here I'm tossing in a couple of these just to give them the texture. These aren't going to have any bridge material in them because they're not going to be powered. I'm basically just making them a little bit more coherent with the rest of the structure. You can do whatever you want, obviously. Now once we have all of those set up and ready to go, let's go around at the back here. That's going to be the strip of blocks that's actually going to make the bridges. So in here, I'm using Quattro Spencer to actually refill these blocks so I don't have to bother juggling my inventory around it during this video. I'm going to go ahead and toss in some wood planks in the upper left, some glass next to it, and I should probably go back in and put some more wood here so the texture doesn't default to the smooth stone. And I'll do that for all 4 of these. I'm basically doing overkill in these the upper slots because, I mean, you can use more than is required, and I'm not going to bother. If you try making this yourself, you might even try reversing the top slots every other one of these. You know, you can alternate so that it would basically make sort of a alternating strips of, you know, glass and solid material. Might be kind of neat looking. But okay, so now we have all of those fueled up, so to speak, and they're all deactivated, so they're defaulting to this glass here. That's what we want, but we want to have it activated by this switch here. So we place that. Around here we place a block so we can put some redstone. And let's test it out, make sure. Yep, it activates. Great. Okay. Now we need to snake this around the back here. And we're definitely going to have to go up to right about there. So I'll even demonstrate the mistake again here. Like, so if you go up here, you can see it's not plugged directly in. It's not having any effect. What you need to do is make it go around the back here so it points directly into the block itself. And you'll notice when this powers up that it actually is feeding these 2 leftmost blocks and it's activating those. So we basically want to do the same on the other side, but you may assume you should do this, where you just, you know, make a strip of it across so it's touching all blocks. It should affect them all. That's not how it works. So let's get rid of those. And let's just plug in, you know, on the left we have the outermost. Let's go to the right outermost. And then let's link these 2 together. And you can see that appears to have worked. Let's go try that switch and make sure. And here we go. Nice little skylight. What I would probably do from here is, you know, hide all of this redstone material. Probably, you know, build some walls, almost like a crawl space around it so you don't see it. It just looks kind of ugly. But I'll leave that up for you to decide what you want to do on your own little creations. Now, one of the most fun things I've found is moving water and lava and such around. Now here I've set up another basic template, really, for a floodgate. This brick here obviously is a bridge block. We just need 1 block here since we're just using it as a floodgate. And we convert it by double left clicking again. Let's wire it up. Okay. Yep, switching that does it. There's a bit of a glitch in the latest version of this mod where if you flick that switch back and forth too quickly, it'll get stuck in one position, so just wait and try it again. Now here I'm using, you can see I actually just placed a hacked-in water source block, but a bucket will work just as well. I'm just speeding things up for my own sake. And you can see toggling that switch will release and close off the water. This can be useful in a lot of situations. You know, traps for mobs and the like. And you can even rig this up to pressure plates if you'd want, almost like a trap. If somebody triggers it, it'll pour water or lava. Just make sure that you remember that if it's lava and it pours out, if you have any material that can catch on fire, it will still do that. Now this one's pretty interesting. It's basically a hidden room or passageway behind a staircase that you can toggle. I've set up another kind of schematic here. The bricks again are bridge blocks with nothing in them. These ones on the right we're not going to power, so I'll go ahead and just convert them right now, leaving them as stone so it's easier for you to see and make out. These we're definitely going to need at least 3. That's all I'm going to put in there, leaving them stone yet again. And once we have that, let's look into wiring this up. Alright, so we have 2 at a diagonal here. First, let's make a lever, or a switch, whatever you want to call it. Alright, we got that placed. Just like the skylight from before, we'll put this down and then place this redstone on it. It toggles And I'll go ahead and hammer the point home on the common mistake here. You can see that's having no effect because it is not plugged directly into the block. So we redo it like this, and you can see it activates it. And I did the switch too fast again, so okay. Now what we have to worry about is powering this other one. So obviously we need something like this, but that actually is going to break both of them. We need something that's going to separate those. So we place a block right there, and then we place the corner piece for that redstone, and you can see they're both plugged directly into their respective blocks there. So now you can see the staircase, and if you toggle it, you can actually, remove the staircase at will. You can hide a room back there with the chest or whatever, or a secret passageway of some kind. Or you can, use it as stairs.